If you want to land more hits, then you're in the right place. In this video, I'm going to quickly just define the 3 prevalent recoil management methods, and then the bulk of the video is going to be how to apply them. The first method is the most natural, and that's just your gun's going up, so you're pulling down on your joystick or mouse. It's often called raw recoil control or sometimes reactive recoil control. The next one's probably the most famous, and that's recoil smoothing. Basically, you're just moving side to side and shooting, and that's going to take out a lot of your recoil bounce. And the last one is jitter aiming, which is basically like painting on your target, and because your mouse is moving so much, the game says, oh, you're doing a hard thing, let's make it a little easier. Okay, so let's talk about how to apply these. So first off, controller guys, you're gonna have a harder time with jitter aim just in general, just the nature of the beast, and mouse and keyboard guys, you're gonna have a harder time with raw recoil control just because you don't have aim assist, so wherever that cursor is, that's where that bullet's going. The first situation I've encountered that I can give you a milestone off of is from behind cover. So if you're behind cover and you've got a really good head glitch, maybe you don't want to be, peeking out side to side. Maybe you can just shoot them. If that's the case, then your jitter and raw aim is going to be definitely beneficial at that point. So controller guys, raw aim probably for you, jitter aim for your mouse and keyboard guys. You'll notice though, the larger the distance, the harder it is to paint on your target. Now you can combat that with higher magnification, but that's not always an option. So as the distance increases from behind cover, you're going to rely more and more on that raw recoil control. So this kind of bleeds into movement. If you're really good at movement and you can keep your momentum up, then recoil smoothing is going to be your friend, and you're going to probably find a lot of success just there. Now if you do get hit, you need to prepare for that loss of momentum, and what are you going to default to? I should probably mention that you have to start your sideways movement for this recoil smoothing to take effect. It doesn't work if you start shooting, then start moving. So move, then shoot. Jumping does not provide you the same type of recoil smoothing pattern. Your feet have to be on the ground. If you're jumping on zip lines or even on the octane pad, your spread of bullets is huge compared to when your feet are on the ground. The next consideration I want to give you is the fire rate of your weapon. The reason this affects what type of recoil control you should use is because your high fire rate guns like your SMGs are difficult to jitter aim with, because every time that bullet launches, that's when the clock starts for your mouse movement. So you either got to be like super wiggling it and then have a low sense so you can really use some muscle on that thing, or it's just not really going to be as successful. Your LMGs and your rifles, those guys really do work well with the jitter aim, even at your mid distances. I really like the jitter aim for LMGs up a little closer too, because those things are so recoil heavy. Even with smoothing, like it jumps a bunch, and so being able to just kind of work with that and accept, yep, it's gonna jump, don't worry about it if it's precisely on, just kind of paint on the target and you're good to go. The LMG will do the work for you. Apex has an insanely high skill cap. That's why I personally love the game. 3 different control mechanisms for recoil, that's insane. Being able to effectively apply all of these, you're going to become an aim god. This video has been about how to apply these mechanisms. We covered it very briefly in the beginning, but if you need more details on how to specifically do them, there's some really good YouTubers that I'll link in the description. But if you think you got aim down, then you should check out my how to use cover guide, and that will take you even further into Apex. Good luck guys, and we'll see you out there.